What's up, hungry homies? We are here at Afterburn and we're gonna get some delts in. I just want to freaking hammer delts. That's kind of how I'm feeling today. We are 8 days out, I think. 8 days out, feeling terrible, but that's how it should be. So let's go get our workout on. Well, hungry homies, we did it. I crushed my delts today. So I didn't really go in with a plan other than I just wanted to mess up my shoulders. So I decided that I was gonna go hit my rear delts first, then go to any pressing movements for a little medial delt, and then go straight to front delt. I was just gonna fry them every angle that I could. So we're starting with chest supported incline dumbbell rear delt flies. And I just progressively go up in weight. And you can kind of see me here start to poon on the exertion here. It's getting heavy. It's a little muscle, so it does get tired pretty quickly. But once my arms sort of pause for a minute there, I let them it's a light swing. I'm not trying to raise it up and use my back. I'm really just focusing on my rear delts. Next, I went to, this has probably become one of my favorite rear delt exercises, and it's a single arm reverse pec deck. So you kind of sit a little bit on an angle on the bench there, and I'm pressing through with the outer heel of my hand, and kind of, really trying to not extend in the elbow at all, just hinging at the shoulder. And I find you get a really good stretch forward, and then I switch sides, do the same thing. And I really, like I said, a really good stretch and then a good squeeze right at the end of the movement there. Different angle just from behind. You can kind of see reaching forward as much as I can, keeping my chest stationary in one spot, only hinging at the shoulder. Next up was a bent over rear delt high row, I guess you could call it. So I'm holding, not a great angle to look at, but I'm kind of holding the dumbbell on as wide as I can and pulling up through with my elbows. Not like a row into my stomach. I'm pretty well bent over there and driving up with my elbows. And then of course, supersets are my thing. So we're supersetting with a front raise, hold, banded pull apart. A little long-winded, but it really does the trick. So a lot of my clients will know that I like to throw this one in on occasion. This angle's a little bit better. You can kind of see that I'm gripped right at pretty much the end of the easy bar curl there, and just driving up through my rear delt with my elbow. Just the elbow, not trying to use my bicep at all here. Now that my rear delts are fried, we're gonna go into pressing. So starting light, 30 pounds, just a shoulder press. I don't like to go on a bench that's straight up and down. I do find that for shoulder health, having just like a slight incline does help with the shoulder. I'm just worried about getting up the weight, and at 8 days out, I'm really just impressed that I was able to press 50s. So I was getting kind of warm. Pump cover tank top came off to reveal my Svelte Bell apparel. But yeah, I hit 50s, guys. I hit 50s. Next up was a dumbbell Arnold press. these I find when you come down below your chin, you can get a really good stretch in the front, and then press up and overhead. And then I supersetted that with pike push-ups. So basically with your butt right up in the air in a pike position, just going right down as close as you can to the ground, elbows angled out rather than back like a push-up. So it definitely targets more of your delt rather than your pec. And then, you know, you gotta flex with the camera because we feeling good, ladies and gentlemen. I like this unilateral shoulder press machine, so I kind of go as many as I can with both arms, and then I get to alternating shoulder press, and then I go back to both arms at the same time. So it hurts, and of course the lighting was good, so why not? I'm only like this for a few weeks of the year, so I might as well enjoy it, right? And I supersetted that with some just regular old dumbbell lateral raises because now we're hitting the lateral delt. So I'm just doing it as strict as I can, power up and relatively slow down, just barely grazing my legs. Just really not trying to swing until it really starts to get challenging, and then you can kind of see a little bit more of a swing happening. But I really try to go as strict as I can with these, and then even if it's like a half rep, just really getting the blood pump in there. Onto cable lateral raises. I really do enjoy these. Again, I kind of like to fight the weight on the way down so you can kind of see power up and like a controlled movement down. Just switching one side to the other. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. So my clients will see this in their workouts as well, because if I like it, you're gonna get it. Next up, this one I think I watched, who was it? I want to say it was like Chelsea Dion, who is a bodybuilder, female bodybuilder, do these. And it was kind of like a front raise from behind the back cable movement, which I like for a little front delt, a little side delt as well. So I started with 20 pounds and I quickly was humbled by that weight. So yeah, and then I went over to the dumbbell rack and I did alternating dumbbell front raises. So we're hitting our front delts now. Again, only 15 pounds and I was humbled quite quickly. After that, I went back to the cable and I dropped the weight down to 10 pounds and I could eke out a little bit more, but it was still a fire, just fire in my arms. Anyway, that was my delt workout and it was awesome and I highly recommend it. I did put on my Instagram story, and now you guys, if you're watching it after the story happened, you should message me and I'll send it to you. Whoa. That was fun. That was a really good workout. I posted on my Instagram. If you wanted to see what I did, raise your hand and send me a message and I will absolutely write you out what I just did. I just kind of like went with it. I was like, I'm gonna crush rear delts. So I did like 3 exercises just rear delts, and then I'm gonna crush like a pressing movement. So I did a bunch of pressing movements, and then I was like, I'm going to crush front delt. So I just went from back to the front and I hammered it, and it felt really good. I didn't think I was going to have that much energy. I did consume some Allmax A cuts, and then I went for a tan first. So like the A cuts were like still flowing. And then I smashed the Creamsicle Rain energy drink. So I was well fueled for this. So gotta love that. Anyway, that was really good. If you guys are liking my videos, and if you're following along with any of this prep, please continue to do so. But let me know by liking and subscribing and commenting and following me on Instagram, because I post a lot up on there too. So please, everything is in the description down below, but it would mean the world to me if you liked and subscribed, because I'm trying to like keep this momentum going. So thanks, hungry homies.